Hi, you're welcome. I'm Ransaf. Thanks for passing by. Now, when you talk of presentation, the number one software that comes in mind first is PowerPoint. Yes, your guesses are good as mine. Now, in today's video, we are going to look at a software that can help us present our stuff in a professional way. Everything has been programmed, so you don't spend much time as you would. So in this video, that is what we are going to learn. You present your stuff in a professional way. It's a matter of putting your image, the transition, everything has been programmed, so you don't spend much of your time. But trust me, at the end of the day, you are going to get a professional presentation. Without wasting time, let's move on. Please kindly watch and subscribe to our channel. The software that we are going to use is Producer. Now, when you open the software, let me give you an image how it looks like. So this is how the software looks like, the ProShow Producer. So you can easily get it when you search it in your browser, then you download it. When you open, this is the interface. It will give you this pop-up. You can decide to uncheck this one so that anytime you open the app, it will not show. So you have the blank show, template and stuff, but we are not going to use this one. Let me close it. These tools here, file, you know that under any software, when you go to the file option, you have new project, save as, and all those things, edit, undo, and all those things. The menus on top here, when you come down here, you will see that these menus, they are all the menus here, they are within the ones on top here. So instead of clicking on this one after the other, you can create your presentation from the menus over here. So let's come to here. You see we have publish, design. Each comes with a different interface. Now look at this side. Let me click on publish. You've realized that it has changed. Now let's come to build. Okay, so let the thing be on design, and then let's get started. When you come to the new, it simply means you are creating a new slide. Open. Let's assume that you've used the software and then you've opened it, you want to open the previous work that you did. Save means save. Now the wizard that we saw, this is the wizard. So let's click on the wizard. Okay, so here it gives you some intro and other stuff. You can decide to read. Then let's move on to continue to wizard. This is the theme, the way you want your images to show, like the one you saw in the intro. So you pick the theme from this side. It's very, very important. You pick your theme from this side. So you just go over them. Let me choose this. Now it has given you a description, so you can read the description before you select. That one is very, very important. So here under the wizard, it will give you the options to add content, which is here. So let me click on add content and add the images I want to use. Let me also say that the more pictures or images, videos you add, then the lengthier your video or your presentation. So take notes. I'll pick some few designs that I've done. Let me pick this. I don't want the thing to be long. So I've inserted my images. Now you can also bring in video. That is why you have this option there, trim video, so you can also add your video. Now let's assume that the things that you've imported here, the content, you want to delete. Just select and click on delete. That's all. Let me delete some. I don't want the thing to be long. Alright, so with this interface, the content interface, when you click on import, this one, it requires internet, importing from Facebook and other stuff, so it requires internet. Now let's look at the caption. So the caption to the same thing. Now with the caption is the name you are giving to the video or the image. Now when you come to the randomize, it will rearrange this one for you. So that is what it does. Rotates the object you've selected, it will do the rotation. So now let me apply this randomize thing. I want the designs to, so you can also do your manual arrangement. Good. So let me, after you've added everything, you click on continue and preview. So it will give us a preview on how the slides will show, how it will play the final thing. So it will play automatically. So as you can see, this is how the slides will play. Now let's wait for where we inserted the logo. Good. Now you can see that this logo, it is here. Now the final video, this is a preview. The final video, it will be down here like that, but it will be very small. It will be very small, you can't see it. So let's come to this side, go to caption. No, we've selected the wrong thing, and clean the logo. Click OK. So this is what we are going to use. So let me click on continue. Now no wait time here, apply and exit. Good. Now our slide is ready. It's 1 minute 4 seconds. You see, just 10 stuff that we added. Now let's come here. We finished with the wizard. Let's come to add blank. So with the add blank or add title, it simply means that when you click on this, it will give you a blank page that you want to edit. So let's assume that the mouse was on the first one. So when you click on blank, it will come here. If you want the blank to come in front of this, then click on this. Then let's click on the blank. So that is how it works. Now let me delete this. Right click, go to remove and select delete selected slide. So it will delete it. Right click, remove. Good. So this blank, it works the same as the let me click cancel. It works as the title. So if not, let me finish with the blank. Now with this blank is here. Now the title too, they all both will give you both will give you a blank slide for you to edit. That is all. The add blank and then the title. Okay. But the blank, when you click on add blank, it will give you something that you don't have anything. You have to edit it. And this one, it will take you straight away to the interface. We've talked about imports. Now the remix, you can select. Okay. So with the add blank, where is it? I think this is a blank. Here you can put a header or anything here, go to edit slide, edit. So this is a blank slide. Now what are the things that I want to appear on the slide? So you come to caption. So you realize that in the beginning I told you that don't choose a caption. Here you can manipulate the captions, everything here. So let's click on add caption. What are we adding? I will say designs. Okay. Now you can see that the thing is moving away. Just position it. Here, this is where you do all the work. So I will spend time here, explain the concept to you. Now you use the same concept to do anything you want to do in the ProShow Producer. So kindly pay attention here. Now you can see that when you come to this side, caption format, you can give this star. So let me say gold. Let's play for you to see. You can play everything here. Okay, so this is how the gold will behave. It will just pop up and then slide down. So we don't want anything, so we don't. Now let's come to the font. You can change the font here. So the one that you want. But I don't want this one. I want to use this. You can increase the font. Now that you are done like this. Let me see logo that by. Let me add by to it. So we are done. Now, if you want, you can change the color. It's here. But we are not going to change the color. If you want to add another thing again on the same blank slide, come here and click add caption. Take note. Don't put everything on this caption. Now, what are you going to type? Now let me bring it down here. So the way you position these things, that is how it will show. Take notes. Now you see it took the first shape, the font that we use. Now let me increase this to 30. Good. So self-prime concept. Now I want to add another one. You don't want the thing to be bold. Let's reduce it. Yes. So now I'm done with this slide. So after everything, we are now going to add the motion effects. Take notes. When you come to caption placement, you can use center, align, justify. They are all here. If you don't want it to, like the self-prime.com, if you don't want it to be visible but transparent, you can use the opacity here to do that. Now you can go to skew and all those things. Go through them. It will help you. You can add shadow and all those things. Now let's come to here. This place. Caption setup. Show caption. He said appears on every slide. Pay attention. If you choose this one, it means that this particular website, this name, all the slides, it will be present. If you select this and we select this one too, all the slides, it will be present. So that's what I want to do. I want this particular, the name and then the website to appear on all the slides. So everything you are doing here at the background, it will be taking effect. Good. So now that you've selected this one, let's click on the first one and then come to use texture on caption. Texture here means that instead of the plain white or brown or any color, you use a different color, let's say an image color in place of the normal color. So let's use that one. Then we've seen that it has highlighted. Now it is on gradient. That is why it has taken effect, but I don't want to use the gradient. I want to use image. If you select image, then you have to go to your system and select the image. So select image file. Now let me go to pictures. And then let me choose this one. Now you've seen that the design has taken effect automatically. So that is how we do this one. Now we are done with the first interface, that is the second, the caption settings. Let's come to filters. This is where we are going to give the motion effect that I said. Now fly in. How do you want the thing to come? So you select one. So I'll choose the elastic, right? And then the normal. I'll choose full palm, and then fly out. I'll choose the elastic right again. Now let's click on play and see how this will be. Now don't forget that we apply these changes on only the first one, the saffron concept. So let's select the website address and do the same thing. So don't forget that we want the, let me see, which one did I select for? Which one did I select for this? The normal. Okay, so full pan, right? You must select the same thing. It shouldn't be moving. This one is going right and this one is moving left. No, that one is too. Your work will not look professional. Good. So now that you selected this, let's come to play and see how the thing will behave. So you see, this is how it will move. It will not move faster. It will move according to the minutes of the slides. So if it is 2 minutes, it will move slowly till the end of the 2 minutes. So take note. Now let's come to this one, this side. I don't want this one to be seen throughout, so you leave this one. Now when you come to the effects, the last one, here too you can do some adjustments here, opacity and all those things. Don't forget that we can add sound to this one, so you do that. Now that we are done, you click on OK, but let me add a style to this. Let me choose this and see how it will behave. I actually don't want the copper color. So let me go to filter, the filters, and then pick the fly in. There are a lot of them. So let me choose this. Let me play and see. Good. So let me go back. Now if you apply the style and you change it, you have to position this one. So now we are done. You can see that we have layers. So let's go to the add layer and see. Add layer. You can add image or video, solid color, gradient, a text layer, and all those things. So let me select image. Now don't forget that we said the slide that we are working on is a blank slide. That is why it's having a black background. So when you select add layer, this layer, the image layer, it will be on the blank slide. Take note. Now we are working on only one slide. These changes will not affect anything apart from the text here. Apart from this text here, that will run through all our slides. The image we are inserting, this label and logo designs by, they will be on only the single and the blank slide. So that is the image. Now the image, when you go to the adjustment, we don't have an option that will make the image run through. So you can go over them. Normally I don't like inserting image on the blank, but you can get a nice image at the background. So you can also give it the motion under filters, the motion, whether fly in like we did to the letters, but we don't have something there. So this one too is there, not following and all those things. You can select the image. So labels and then logos. Alright, that one will be following this image. So I'm not going to use this image here. You can change the name. I'm not going to use it. So let me come to this side and click delete. Good. So after everything, click on OK. So now if you've observed, you see that the name is here popping up. Yes, because we said it should run through. Alright, so now that we've selected this, we've worked on. Now let me also say that let's assume that this particular shower gel, you want to give a name. That is when you come back to add title. Let me cancel it. As we've selected, so as this one has been selected, this slide, go to edit. So you've seen that this is the name is appearing on this slide. Forget about it because we selected it to be seen throughout. So come to, let's select the image down here. Okay. So now that the image, this one is there, always select the actual one. We want to put in the text, the title for this. So you come to add caption, not layer. What are you saying? Then you say that shower gel. Make sure the font is visible that people can see. It's a video that you are creating. Now, position this at a place that people can see and it will not be a blockage to the image. It's very, very important. So don't come and put it here. No. At least put it at a corner that people can see and at the same time see the image you are showcasing. So this shower gel thing, you can give it bold. Now you can also apply this on it. let me use the gold so that it will move across the. Now you realize that the boat it has changed the color. Good. Now when you come to this caption, don't select appears on every slide because it is the name for this particular image which is on this slide. So don't check this one. Now it is saying gradients. We are not going to use any gradients. So that is it. When you select the gold, it gives us the option. We are not going to use. Let's maintain the white. In case you run the preview and it's not visible, come back and change it. So that is it. Let's come to filters. You can also give it the same thing, the way it will fly in, and then all those stuff. Effects, that one, it works like this one. So we are not going to give these things any effect. So this is how we use the edits on any slide. So you can see that it's here, shower gel. Now let's play and see. So now where the shower gel is located, it's like it's behind this particular design. So let's go back to once it has been selected, edit again. And this time maybe I think we selected this. Good. So let's select this one. And then no, if you made a mistake, Control Z, undo. The reason why it's not working is that we have not selected it here. So you have to click on it before it will be active. So now let's bring this here. Then let's reduce the font to 20 so that it will be visible for people to see. Now the star, we did not see the star. We did not see it. The gold, we didn't see. So let's play it here and see how it will behave. Okay. Now let's come to the filters and add fly in. Let's say elastic left. Anything you choose, make sure you play for you and then you see the interface. Okay. So this is the gel. When you play, it helps you. So now this following and then not following target and what have you. Take your time when you select it. Say follow filter. This is the filter. So the one that you want the other to follow. So now we won't tackle this because it's the same thing. Let's click on OK. So this is how we add a title or a caption to the design. It's very, very important. So we are done with this add title and add blank and what have you. The next option is import. We've talked about it. Then this remix. So you realize that I selected only one slide. That is why the remix is only one. So let me click on cancel. So let me select different ones and add. For you to select, just press Ctrl down and then you click using your mouse. So let's go to the remix. Here it will give you the option to rearrange your design and add another one. Let me change this design. That's not what I want. I want the now. So that's how the remix works. I won't look at any preview. So now let's go to edit and look at something. Now you can see that because we deleted that slide, that image, the name is gone. The caption that we gave is no longer here. So take note. Let's go to add caption and say shower gel. So it has pop up. Good. So now with the combine, let me select shape, press the control button. So you select 2 or more slides. So you see that when I selected these slides, it has put or merged all the slides together. So when it happens like that, only the first slide will show and the remaining ones will be behind. So let's see. Now you can see that it's only this one that is showing. This particular slide is also there, but it's behind. Then there's another one here. So that is how the combine works. It puts the slides, the first one will show, then the rest will be behind it. It will never show. So let's go to undo, Control Z. Music. When you click on it, you can add music. So when you add a track, you have the master volume. So you reduce it, and then you reduce this one also. You have fade in, fade out. That is, you don't want the track to start on its full volume. When it is ending too, it will be fading out gradually. This is the track setting. After you've done with the track setting, you click on OK. Now let me tackle on the background color. I can see that we are having a black background. Don't forget that we are on the empty slide. You can change it here, but I want the solid color. So here everything has been done. Just go through and then select the ones you want. Now watermark, it is saying no watermark. So if you want to add, you can see browse here, then you put it over there. Let's assume you want to use your logo. Now you click on OK. So we have added an audio to our video. Now the audio will play according to the length of the slide. That is how it has been programmed. So now we are almost done. We've talked about the same thing. That one requires internet. Then the synchronized music too. So now we are done with the top here. Let's come to this place. Let's assume that you don't want this slide. It is 4 seconds. The 4 seconds, you don't want it. You want something shorter. Double click. So let's say 2 seconds. You want the thing to be seen 2 seconds. Don't forget that when you do that, you are reducing the length of the slides. So this one too, let me say 2 seconds. You see, this one is 5. Now let me give this one 3, 2.5. Okay, so that is it, changing the slides. Now if it has now come to 59 seconds. Now When you come to this is the transition. So once you click on it, you can see that it's displaying over here. In case you don't want this transition and you want any of the transitions here, just click on it once and see that it will take effect. So look at how the thing is going. Now this was the theme we selected, so this is the transition sorry, this is the transitions that comes with this motion 3D. So in case you don't want the ones over there, you can come here and change it. After you've selected it, click on apply. So when you click on apply, now you've seen that it's here. The arrow has changed, the one you selected. In the same way, if you don't want this, just click on this one once for you to know the one that has been selected. You see the thing here. Let me see if I can remove it. Okay. So you see the sign here. When you come to the transitions and you don't see this one here, go over all the categories. So when you move to this category, you see it has been highlighted. This is the ones that is selected. So that is how you can change the transition. Just click on it. If the image you don't see the one that has been highlighted like this, just go over them. You will see the one that has been selected. Or you can choose to maintain it, or just click on any of them. And then this is the category. When you click on it, all the transitions, it will pop up for you. So that's how we make changes to the transitions as well. Good. So we are almost done. We are now on the publish menu. Here, we have menu. Let's see what is there. Alright. So all things. So let me give you a demo. This is what has been selected. Look at the background. The background. So let me change it to this. See. So you can select the background of your presentation here. Only go to publish the menu. Or background over there. So you can either change it to this. No, I don't want. Let me select the first one. Okay. So that's the menu options. Layout. It is saying to. So you see how it will behave. Menu templates and all those things. Just take your time. You can also change the menu title, but it's not important because it will not be seen in your video. So that is the menu item. Now let's come to the watermark. You see, this was what I was talking about. When you come to the show settings, the menu, the background, you can also see it over there. Collect here. This collect simply means that we have not saved. I have not saved this particular thing. But if you save it, let me save it. And you click on the collect. What it will do is that all the images, video, audio that we use in this presentation, it will save them in a separate folder. That is how it does. So you say what? Collect show files. So copy to folder. Now these are the images we use together with everything. Images 13, audio file 1, show files 16, 25 megabytes. Then you click on browse, you select a folder, and you put all these things in that folder. Then the same options, if you want to bend this one to a CD, you do that one as well. So that is the collect option. Now they're all formats. So if you are doing the producing, you still have access to them. Now let's history and all those things are not. So when you come to this, if you want to produce a video, are you using as DVD, Blu-ray, USD or what? So you can change the transition time. See here, it was 444. Now you can see that I've reduced the slide time, the transition time. So instead of the 1 minute over, I'm now having 37 seconds. So let me select this and say 1 second or 1.5. So you can change the transition time. Now you've seen that it has reduced from 37 to 36. So that is how you do the adjustment. Now let's look at this capture. So just capture the current slide if you want to. That is what it means. So now when you come to show, let's go back to show and design, and let's go back to design. Let me explain something. Come to the show options here, the setting. Now this is the title. So this is what it will show when the video is there, when you finally produce it. So this is the thumbnail we are talking about. You've seen that this is the form the video will take when it's there. You've not played it, that is the thumbnail. So if you select this one, that after you've produced the video, while this is the interface people will see. Now you can change it. You can change it to any of the slides. You can also use an image. Let's say you have a nice image that you design. You just click on browse, then you use that one. So that is it about the thumbnail. And you can find that one under design. You come to show options. Now let me talk about, before we finally produce a video. Here you can see that this is a picture that is starting our slide, but we selected this one. If we want to use the blank slide to start, let's see what happens. So press the control button. Let's select, let's say 3, and go to design. Let's click on remix. I've told you the remix, we use it to either add something to our slides or change it. So let's bring this one here. Let the label start. Slide. Let us begin our slides with it. So let's wait for the preview. The preview normally starts automatically. Yes. So, oh, what is that? So you can see, because it was a blank slide, you can see this thing here. This is the theme, the design for the theme. So let's go to apply. So you can see, because we started the thing with blank, what you have to do, if you don't want the theme logo to pop up, all that you have to do is go to edit, and then you come to insert layer, and then you add an image. If you leave the thing blank, it means that by default that theme logo or whatever will come. So insert your own image. Now after you've brought in your image, you can click on this eye icon to take that thing from there. Now you've seen that we've used their background, so for you to take the team logo or icon from there, come to the layers, use the eye. If you check it, it means it will not show. So now our logo is there. Let me reduce it. You can reduce it. Now that you've selected, now you've seen that because we changed the design, look at where the labels are. You have to go and click on it and position it again. So take note, you have to position this on top here. Now you've also realized that the font size, everything has changed. They all changed because we decided to start the slides with a blank slide, and then automatically the team logo or icon pop up. That is why this has changed. So let's go back and increase the font. Now just enlarge the text box so that it will be on one line, or you can alternatively reduce the size. Good. Now let's see. Let's go to the filters and see whether the effects are still there. Okay, so it is still there. Pan down, and then this one is pan right. So let's play and see how our first slide will be. Good. So you can see that now it looks great, and that is how, if you want to start your video or your slide with a blank slide, take note, if you don't come to the layers and then hide the team's icon, it will show. So that is how you hide it. Now that we are satisfied, let's click on OK. So now our slide is ready. Let's click on play before we render it. So like I told you, this thing, it will be seen throughout the slide. Now you've seen that we have this thing here. Like I was telling you, we have to change it. If you don't change it, come to edit, the final slideshow. That is how it will pop up. And then let's go to, it has this captions already, so let's come caption settings. Let's increase the font. So it's always advisable you play your slide before you produce it. And all these changes, once you make a change, sometimes it affects the others. So you have to play and see. Good. So let's continue. So let's come to this timeline. Good. So when you click on this one is a slide list. Everything that you have on your timeline will show. The audio that I inserted, it will come here, audio track, but I've deleted it from it. So everything will come here. Now that we are done, let's move on. Now that we are done, let's move on and produce our video. So publish, choose video, then you pick the first one, full HD. You click on create. So you give it a name and where you want it to be seen. You click on save. It takes time, so wait for it to finish. The more items you have, the longer it takes. So while the video is rendering, you see that all the slides, when it gets to that slide, then it will be showing in this preview. So let's assume that you just spotted a mistake. Don't wait for the video to finish. Just cancel it, go back, redo it, and then you render. So let's wait for the thing to finish, then we will look at our final. So our video or our slide is now complete. Click on OK. Let's see how it will play. Let's click on play. Very nice and professional. So you can see that this one, it doesn't take much time. All the work is done at the edit slide portion. It's very easy. You can use it to video presentation, images, virtually everything. So that is the power of ProShow Producer. Watch the video, kindly subscribe, comments, like, comments are welcome. Questions too are welcome. Leave everything under the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We have good stuff for you. Thanks for watching.